Startups get the party, startups get the party started. Startups get the party, startups get the party started. You want tech and tacos, tacos and tech, you know we got it, eh? Startups get the party, startups get the party started. Startups get the party, startups get the party started. Startups get the party, startups get the party started. You want tech and tacos, tacos and tech, you know we got it, eh?
Coming to you live from Top Tech San Diego, the Top Tech Awards at Snapdragon Stadium. If you're watching this, it means you're not here at the party. The party is going off. DJ plus saxophone. Maybe you hear him in the background. It will get him on the mic. That'd be fun. And it's really cool that I see actually a lot of couples, a lot of people here with their spouses, which means they get a little tech night out.
They're going to interview
guys.
people, right?
I'm going to interview people. You guys want to come on the mic? Come around this way. We're actually going to do it live in studio. This is the Top Tech Awards
Oh, sweet.
podcast. Come on into the.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll close it here. Hey, I'm Neil Blue.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Oliveira.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. Let me see. Oh, let's take those off. Yeah.
This is your first Top Tech?
No, this is my third nomination.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Here we go. Time to charm.
Woohoo! Third time's a charm. Why not? Sure.
Yes, I love it. Where do you work?
I work at the South Bay Union School District in Southern San Diego.
Amazing.
Yeah. I'm the director of technology for South Bay.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a full-time job and a half.
Yeah. I was hired in 2019, right before COVID.
Oh, perfect.
So that was death by trial by fire.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've been learning a lot ever since.
Yeah, I bet. What's new post-COVID? Like, obviously, AI. Okay, but what's actually new in your world from a learning perspective, meeting needs of technology?
You know, it's interesting because I think what COVID did was really disrupt education, which was phenomenal. And I think, unfortunately, we've kind of rubber banded back to some old strategies, which is expected.
Yeah.
I'm in elementary school, so we don't talk a lot about AI unless it's productivity for teachers. So I think, you know, we're just trying to get kids to create more, you know, and understand more about how their content matters rather than consume content. Because I think in education have we are susceptible to just consuming applications and not really creating or producing anything. So
Give me an example. What's the creation? What is the creation?
So, I mean, you know, I was working in K-6 schools a while ago. And, you know, I was doing podcasting with kids, fourth graders.
Yeah.
They can do it.
Yeah.
We haven't been doing a lot of that. So part of my job is to make sure teachers know how and that they can do that. But, you know, just basic technology as a tool, not as the thing. And I think a lot of folks, especially veteran teachers, tend to be a little bit nervous about breaking something.
Yeah. So is it just as much teaching them, the
Oh, yeah.
teachers, and enabling them?
Yeah, it's like training your dog, right? It's really about the human.
Yeah.
It's not to equate children to dogs,
No,
but
no,
you know,
of course. Or teachers to dogs.
or teachers to dogs, or
Yeah.
But I think, you know, we have a responsibility to help teachers, help kids. And, you know, kids are going to get it. They're not afraid. They're going to create and they're going to make stuff without a teacher. So why not guide them a little bit more about what that should look like?
Have you ever gotten ideas from fourth or fifth graders? Seeing how
They're
using
full
tech,
of-
and they're like, oh, we should
Yeah.
to do that?
I think we see that all the time, right? I mean, they love to build content. YouTube, every kid you ask, 50% of the kids you ask want to be a YouTuber. So like, how do we organize that in a way that's a little bit more productive for kids? Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
The next Mr. Beast is coming from South Bay.
Why not?
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate
Thanks
it.
for being on here with us.
All right.
And
Well, where's this going? Where am I going to see it?
This is called the Tacos and Tech Podcast.
Tacos and Tech.
We've
Okay.
published 1 to 2 episodes per week for the last 5-6 years.
All right. Awesome.
San Diego focused, really putting a spotlight on the tech community
Okay.
of San Diego.
All right.
It's live on LinkedIn Live right now,
All right.
and we will make sure we get you a recording of this later.
There's my boss and my boss and my boss.
Love it. Have fun tonight.
All right.
Have a good
Thanks.
time. Check
All
it
right.
out.
Awesome. Thank you.
My name's Erica Schmidt. I'm from RingCentral.
And I'm Natalie Claus, and I'm also from RingCentral.
Amazing. Are you guys local, or where are you guys in from?
She's from Dallas. I'm from San Jose, California.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, you guys just get it today?
Yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you got a little rain.
Yes.
San Diego rain.
And now we're getting a lot of sweat.
Yeah. Even in the shade here.
I know.
Yeah, totally. Well, thank you for being here, and thanks for
Thanks.
being a part of Comtech this year. Tell us a little bit about RingCentral.
Absolutely. So we partnered with Cox, and they have a great base community. They're basically their product supports our product, and we complement each other. We're a full UCaaS solution. So when you think of unified communication, you're thinking of phone, video, instant messaging, SMS, and so that's what customers are looking for nowadays.
Completely wireless and native and agnostic to every platform.
Absolutely, yes. Like I literally work from anywhere with any device, being able to communicate. And it's just like I'm working from the office, and customers don't know that.
Totally.
Yeah.
We're right now using on the roof of this is my Starlink, and we're able to connect through all the things as long as we got connectivity somewhere.
Amazing.
Right? Everything else can happen to that.
Yeah.
Take us through some of the customers that you work with and some unique needs that you've seen come through. Anything from like unique customers of using the RingCentral.
So we actually work with really any vertical.
Okay.
Customers, especially when the pandemic hit, right? Everyone kind of was like, how are we going to communicate? So we were successful before that, and we're successful now, but the type of customers is really any vertical. There's really not one vertical I think of that we do not work well with.
That, and on top of it, any size as well. So you can have a company with 2 employees, or you can have a company with 2,500 employees. We support it all.
Really cool. Is San Diego a big hub for you guys? Because Cox is in San Diego.
Exactly.
SoCal?
Yeah. So like my territory is San Diego, Las Vegas, and Phoenix.
Okay.
The hottest markets out there.
Yeah. Not as physically and like most populated.
I'm not populated.
Sure. Very cool. What do you see on the horizon for kind of new technology you think that'll kind of get implemented in, or that you're excited to see your customers using?
I think the hot word right now is AI. Everyone's talking about it.
Yep.
So that is happening right now. And so I'm really excited about all that, function and features. Like I joke around with her, but Chat GPT is my best friend.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot about this.
And with Cox Business Connect, we come out with new features every quarter. So the product is really one that constantly updates and sees new features, and that is all available to the customers automatically, right? So they are with us. They get to immediately enjoy all those new features. Got a lot on the horizon, so stay tuned for that, but it's really amazing thing.
Yeah, really the innovation is key. We are a company that's consistently innovating with new features, functionality. So we're just every quarter is getting better.
Totally. I can see some specifically, you said GPT, the way I'm using it's kind of having to record literally every conversation for context.
Yeah.
Which means you want anywhere you're communicating, you need to grab all of that information to plug into GPT or whatever your LLM, just so it knows more context, right? And so being able to
Absolutely.
pull from your chats, pull from your texts, pull from your emails, and you guys are powering a lot of that, like the in-between layer. I can see somehow at some point you're going to be like pulling data from customers.
Well, actually, it already does that. So I love hosting videos when we're talking to clients, because not only does it record the meeting, so I can go back to keywords, but it also transcribes that call. So it's really cool technology. Like, I like to focus when the customer's talking, so I'm not into writing
Totally.
notes anymore. So just the fact that I can go back to that and go to keywords like
Yep.
sales or, phone, and it goes right to that conversation.
And it's all available on the same platform, right? So there's no switching between different apps. It's all available on the same app. And you can go from your laptop to your phone to your tablet, whatever you're using. So it's super fun if you're out and about. We laugh about it all the time, right? Because we're both moms, we work, and so sometimes we have to switch our meeting from the computer to the phone, gonna go grab our kid or do whatever we need to do, and nobody knows it's on the other end. So it's really a seamless platform, and it's
I
quite
actually
amazing.
say a funny joke, but it's actually it's true. There was a time when I was taking a video meeting with one of my customers, and for my home office, with my MacBook, and I looked at the time and I was late to pick up my daughter. So what I did is I opened up my Cox Business Connect application, and there's literally a banner that comes and it says switch meeting to this device. So I switched it seamlessly, and I jumped in the car. I went to go pick up my daughter, and that customer never knew what just happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Let's have it more and more.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, I don't forget my daughter that much.
No. Switching devices.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, this being the Tacos Tech podcast, you guys are in some taco hotspots. Do you have favorite taco spots that you go to often?
Man.
I'm in Dallas. We actually do have quite some tacos
Great.
there. We have some holes in the wall that I love,
Which
but
ones?
it's so just little holes in the wall that
Yeah.
are fantastic.
Yeah.
But we did have some tacos today here in San Diego.
Oh, we're at nearby
I
here.
don't remember.
I don't remember the name, but they were
okay.
Oh, we don't need to name them. That's
Yeah,
all
I'll
good.
We need a recommendation.
absolutely.
All right, right near the stadium, like post event. Depends on how much you drink tonight at the event. If you're good for sit down, Puesto Tacos.
I heard about that. I heard about that.
Great
Yeah.
sit down taco spot, and it's like 5 minutes from here, maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Love that.
So, maybe go there tonight or tomorrow morning, tomorrow for lunch if you're still here. If you have a great time tonight, then you're going to want a hole-on-wall spot. San Diego hole walls are the best.
Yes.
One that's also nearby here and near to my heart is Sombreros Tacos.
Okay.
Their California burrito is like the top, also huge, but very close. So Puesto down there that way, or Sombrero down there that way.
Okay,
Don't you guys have El Gordo too?
Tacos El Gordo is amazing.
That's what I heard. I want to try that.
There's different lines for different tacos. Their El Pastor has its own line just for the El Puesto taco because it is the number one taco.
Wow, that must be
And you can
popular.
get El Pastor in any version. Taco, quesadilla, burrito, but like the El Pastor line is your line for sure. There's one down in Chula Vista.
I love it.
I think there's one downtown in San Diego as well too.
Love
Okay.
it.
We're
There you go.
gonna try it.
We're getting all the intel. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. My stomach thanks you.
Yeah. Well, thanks guys. Thanks for being on the pod.
Thank you so much. Thank
Can
you for
guys say
having
your names one more time again, just so we have it on the pod.
I'm Natalie Kloss.
And I'm Erica Schmidt.
Hey, welcome back to the Tacos and Tech podcast at the Top Tech Awards. Got a longtime friend here, Mr. John Stern, who is a longtime builder in the tech community. Good to see you.
You too.
Bringing Dad around to the Top Tech Awards.
Yeah, he just moved here to San Diego, so I wanted to introduce him to you and anyone else we could over here.
I love it. Well, what are you working on now? How are things going?
Things are going well. Still working on Ringpin and building here in the San Diego community. So
Tell us what Ringpin is.
it's a platform that helps companies connect to more users from more places. So some of our most recent projects are putting QR codes that geolocate the users and then serve a personalized page based on where they scan from. So it helps them kind of automate the process and get to the right people at the right time.
Who's using that? Like, give me a question name.
Regency Centers is a big real estate company that uses it, and the VF Corporation, who's North Face, Timberlands, Vans, we're doing a big project for them now.
Cool.
So just ways to kind of automate, take steps out of the process to make it easier for everyone.
Very cool.
Yeah.
What's exciting tech-wise? Obviously, AI tools, auto prompt to build kind of stuff. Where are you seeing that intersect in your world?
One of the things we were talking about is for recruiting, they're having a hard time finding seasonal help in a lot of their retail stores. So we're going to geolocate the users that scan the QR codes, tell them which stores are closest to them that they can get jobs at, and then have AI automate looking at their LinkedIn profile, see what type of experience they have, and get it to the right person as quickly as possible so
Okay.
they can skip some steps in the hiring process.
Yeah, retail's hurting for sure, right? With bodies, people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're even doing old school postcards for them because,
Really?
yeah,
Wow.
because they're just trying everything they can to get as many quality people and quality candidates.
What about San Diego? Like, what's on your radar here in town? Are you seeing any interesting other companies, or you just been heads down building?
Haven't been getting out too much recently, but there is some cool stuff going on here. Obviously, in biotech, I have a lot of friends working there, and AI is coming here as well. So I'm most interested right now, I think, in robotics futures. And that's kind of what I've been interested in, and medical solutions.
All San Diego hotspots, and they're all kind of converging together. AI applied to bio, AI applied to robotics, and all those things. I think will be a San Diego winner around there.
Yeah, I think there'll be a bunch coming out of here too. Plus, it's just such a nice place with a lot of talent. So
Totally. People don't leave here, that's for sure. So you might as well work on things that you like working on and that change the world, right?
I came here 25 years ago, and even though my family, my dad's sitting over here now, we're still back in Michigan. I never was able to leave.
Really?
Yeah.
What brought you here originally? It was just weather?
It was the weather. I was from Michigan. I always wanted to live somewhere warm. And as soon as I graduated school, this was the first place I came and settled in and built a great life here.
Love it. Well, you've been to Top Tech Awards before?
Yeah,
right?
many times.
Yeah. So this will be a fun night here at Snapdragon. Should be fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's good to see you and
too.
some familiar faces also.
Yeah. Well, thanks for being on, John. Good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
I'm Bill Smith with Chrome Roads. And we have this intelligent ID badge platform. Okay, it's biometrically secure. It operates on your Bluetooth, on your Wi-Fi, et cetera, and so forth. It's positioned in between a smartphone and an RFID badge, right? So it's a B2B product, absolutely, for sure. Enterprises, any company that's got the need for a chief security officer is going to understand the need for this device. There's a lot of security-based apps that don't belong on smartphones. And a lot of smartphones become dangerous distractions in the workplace. So if you still want corporate messaging, you can have that.
Okay. Give me a very specific use case.
Well, it would be great if we could get into Amazon, but they haven't called us yet. So
How would Amazon use it?
Amazon would use it. I have a friend that I've interviewed. He manages warehouses, seafood warehouses back on the eastern shore of Maryland. And people are always dealing with problems. There's a panic button on here, right? So if you come around the corner and there's 500 lobsters running around the floor and you need some help, you push the panic button.
Okay.
And your
Chasing.
nearest colleague is going to come in with hopefully with a big pot of boiling water.
Yeah. Interesting.
So,
okay. What
yeah.
about like security, walking to your car or late at night, something like that? Is there a use case
Absolutely. So good thing you brought that up. We have a pilot program getting started at CSUSM and their senior experience program. That's going to happen here in a month. So we're putting together a minimum viable product for those guys to use real world. Hopefully we'll get a lot of learning out of that, such that when we deliver a pilot to our very first paying customers, which are more than ready, that we will have made as many. That's my phone making obnoxious noises. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. That was the device. around the neck.
Sorry, very
Panic.
first. Yeah, that's the rooster noise it makes. So anyway, yeah, one of the functions for them will be, there's our CEO walking by right now. One of the functions is going to be that panic button.
Okay.
Here, let me put this down 2 seconds.
Yeah. You're fine.
Sorry, yeah. So we're working out, it's not exactly designed for college students,
Sure.
but
There'd be a lot of devices out there, right? There'd be like tens of thousands of people with cards. I mean, you'd love that.
we don't mind that at all.
Of course.
We believe that that there's billions of RFID cards out there in circulation. Why not replace each and every one of those?
Okay.
So for college students, they're always logging in, logging out. Other industries like hospitals, doctors can spend up to 45 minutes a day authenticating in and out of different systems.
Literally every
Well,
room
this
they
is
go in, they have to do
FIDO2
it.
compatible. Okay, so they'll be able to walk up, the students will be able to walk up to their various computers around campus, just tap the fingerprint sensor and be logged in.
Really helpful.
Yeah, so there's a
Interesting.
good, each and every industry's got a different way to use it. Is the
Hardware
idea.
is hot again in the world of AI. Somehow AI, the software side, has made hardware
Mhm.
interesting again. Do you feel that too?
Is hardware hot again? Hardware is, I do both software and hardware in my career, and hardware is harder. I mean,
For sure, but I feel like the software enabling the hardware has gotten easier, which has made the hardware maybe a little bit more impactful.
the actual coding of the software, if you're hinting at artificial intelligence is also shrinking design times for electronic circuits too. So, and maybe that's even a bigger gain than what you get out of software development.
Right, and it's probably better at mapping manufacturing than humans can map.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to comment on that because that's not my angle.
Got it.
We're mostly MVPs in my company, but Chrome Roads is definitely working on. They're working with a manufacturer over in Oceanside, High-Tem.
Okay.
I don't know if you know those guys, but they've got a really exhaustive testing lab over there. So that's, I think, the primary reason why we chose to go with those guys.
Got it. Really
Yeah.
cool. Well, I know. I mean, we go way back. I've seen a lot of different varied stuff that you worked on,
Yeah, you're
From-
a great networker.
from agriculture technology stuff
Mhm.
to theme park stuff, and now very cool to see the cybersecurity authentication area.
Yeah. Well, it's an interesting project, right? Because I've been in a lot of social networking and just on stuff. To be involved in a project where you really have to be talking, where you go to a trade show that is only about identity. And every last person at that trade show spends all day, every day, working with ID badges or passwords or whatever. It's very, very, very different.
Yeah.
So
Really well, awesome to do a deep dive into that and
Mhm.
find the real problems worth solving. Right?
yeah,
That's where the rubber hits the road.
yeah, absolutely.
Tacos and tech. We got to talk tacos. Got a favorite taco spot?
But I live in Escondido, so it's TJ
Of
Tacos.
course, all day.
Uh-huh.
What's the order there?
Oh, the Atabata.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nailed it. I think we definitely had it mentioned on the podcast before. I don't know if I've ever asked people what they order, but that's probably what everyone orders
hmm
first. At least that. At least not a bottom.
Well, and my kid does the loaded fries, which I kind of think those were invented in Escondido.
You think so?
That was the first place I saw them.
Oh, that's a big claim.
So loaded fries, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All
Hey,
right.
Great to see you. Thanks for
Yeah,
being
Neil.
on. Have a great time tonight.
It's been fun chatting.
What do we have on? Introduce yourselves.
My name is Montserrat Hara. I'm from Cal State San Marcos. I study software engineering. I hope to go into AI, hopefully learn more about it, and stay here in the area in San Diego.
You got it, Wes. My name is Calvary Fisher. I am also from Cal State San Marcos, and I graduated with my degree in computer information systems last spring, and I'm hoping to go into IT or software development. And
Amazing.
we both love San Diego, so we're hoping to stay here if we can.
We would love to have you here too. Well, thank you. Congratulations. Just graduated.
Oh,
it
yeah.
sounds like.
Yeah.
And you said this coming up this year?
Yeah, coming up in May.
Amazing. And you have the same major. Sound like? Or no, different major. Software
Slightly
engineering?
different.
Software.
CIS, computer information
Amazing.
systems.
Tell us a little bit about you're coming into the workforce in like the golden AI gold rush, right? Does it feel like the things you learned even a few years ago compared to what they're asking you to do to work on? Has there been a change just in the last year or two of the stuff you're working on and how you're using them?
I think it's been interesting to see how applying to internships when I was in college versus applying to jobs now, they're actually asking for AI tools, whereas as an intern, a few years ago, they weren't asking for those. I think I've had to definitely be off social media more because everyone's like saying a bazillion different things about AI. And so I kind of just have to keep my head down and keep applying and not worry about what people are saying about
AI
it.
to help you apply?
Yes, I am. I use it a lot to revise or be like, help me rephrase this. What's the past tense of troubleshoot? Things like that.
Right? Write my GV just for this job. Right?
Yes. It's so helpful for tailoring everything.
Very interesting. Well, I'm pass it over here real quick. So you're currently in school. Are you finding even teaching methods are changing? Are professors teaching differently? And are you feel like learning and doing stuff differently just the age of AI now?
I think there's still a little bit of fear of AI in classrooms, but I'm definitely curious on how AI will be used as a tool in not even the future now already. I'm working on my capstone project. It seems to be that there's going to be some AI features. So I'm really excited to work with that, see how that can really help me. It's supposed to be a robot that, can do speech recognition, can track the user and stuff like that. So I think that'll be really, really helpful. And, what creates to the project. Yeah.
Any specific area within technology you want to work on, like hardware, software-enabled hardware, or any kind of industries?
I've just started taking embedded systems, so I'm really interested in hardware at the moment. And next semester I'll be taking Intro to AI.
Okay.
So we'll see where that takes me, but definitely interested in both.
Yeah, we have a lot of it. San Diego is
Yeah.
like the nexus of hardware and software combined.
Yeah.
Embedded systems are huge here. We pretty much almost invented, some of the uses of chips in places, right?
Right.
Like Qualcomm still is finding new places to put chips and stuff, like cars,
Yeah.
and then in drones, and then other places around that too. So I think
Yeah.
you'll find you'll meet a lot of people here who are building some of those things into there.
Yeah.
But with AI as a co-pilot and as a friend,
Yeah.
I think they'll be powered way ahead into people who are, still saying, well, I've been building this way. This
Yeah.
is how I've always done it. Whereas you will be coming out, both of you, saying like, no, this is like a superpower, right? What are the industries you're seeing that are interesting right now? Hiring, and tell me about that a little bit. Kind of being on the hiring roadshow right now.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of just IT jobs. I think software has been harder to find, like specifically like software engineering. It's harder to find entry level stuff right now. But everybody needs IT, so that's the main thing I'm looking for, wanting to be as flexible as I can with that.
Well, I think what's interesting about anything in IT, which is technology, every role is going to be superpowered with AI.
Yeah.
All the way down to quality assurance and help desk. Having AI as not thinking of it's replacing the job, but actually you plus the AI makes you a superpower. So I think you bringing that right in and being native to it's be a really big deal. So I'm excited to hear that you're already being asked that and seeing that on the job interviews.
Yeah.
Any specific industries that you're looking to try to jump into?
Oh man, I feel like honestly there's so much innovation like everywhere that it's really exciting. But I know for me, I'm really excited whenever I see medical tech, just because of the way that it can be so transformative for people's lives.
Which thing? Like a device, healthcare system? What do you think?
Kind of a mix of both. Like I've seen great stuff. Today I was reading something about like an AI tool that helps doctors do less paperwork, so they can actually spend more time with patients.
Yep.
But I've also seen really cool stuff just with medical tech for reducing how invasive surgeries are and stuff like that. So there's some really awesome stuff like that.
Literally, the interview we had just before here, by the way, with Bill Smith, has a identity tool where it's for doctors is one use case that they can identify finger on there so that they don't have to log into every computer in every room. Instead, they're doing a capstone at Cal State San Marcos this year.
Oh dang!
So we may be able to close the loop on that.
That's
test
awesome.
it out in real time on helping doctors.
Yeah.
With, just identity management. So
Yeah.
because they're not supposed to be experts at logging in. Totally true. Went to medical school for, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we might be able to solve that right here in Northern County.
Dang, that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, guys, this has been awesome to have you on. The last question we always got to ask: favorite taco spot? This being the Taco Tech podcast. You want to go first?
Okay. Cal State San Marcos one is Mr. Taco. It's across the street from Cal State San Marcos.
What's your favorite thing to order though?
The special breakfast burrito. If you order it before 10 a.m., you get a discount.
Ooh, that's a good thing to know. All right. How about you?
In the Encinitas area, taco stand, I believe.
Oh yeah.
They've
Always
got a
a
lot of
line.
options. Yes. I'm a vegetarian, so I personally really love their mushroom and cactus tacos.
Yes.
So delicious.
Have you been also down the street, City Tacos?
No, I haven't.
Check that out. They have
I definitely
3
will.
times the taco options, 3 times the vegetarian options. City Tacos.
I
So there's too
will.
long of a line at taco stand. Walk down.
I'll
to
just
City
hop
Tacos.
over to
Yeah,
City
yeah.
Tacos.
Well, guys, thank you so much for being on. Can't wait
you so
to
much for having
have
us.
your expertise and skills in the workforce and have fun tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
My name is Anthony Souza.
Hi, I'm Christy Kiyogi, University Talent Director for Tech San Diego.
Hey, I'm Ori Chasen, incoming student at UC San Diego, studying computer science. And we got
there. Yeah. Jump on.
We have a party over here.
There we go.
Your name and your major.
Hi, I'm Ruby, and I'm a student at San Diego State University. I'm in my 4th year, and I'm a management information systems major.
Amazing.
Students here at
Yeah.
the Tech Award.
I love it. Give us a little background on the program itself before we dive into each student's background.
So I run the Jacobs Talent Initiative, and what we're doing is trying to keep our San Diego talent in San Diego. So they're here at UCSD, Cal State San Marcos, San Diego State, and we are making sure that our talent, they're being educated here in these wonderful universities. So we got to keep them here, right, in the region. They're learning from world-class professors. And so having students like Ori, Ruby, Anthony, and you met earlier, Calvary and Monty, they're networking, they're making connections, they're building their confidence here, making San Diego a career destination. So that's what we do at Tech San
I
Diego.
love it. And you are physically on campuses, right? Like you are there on campus, kind of being that bridge on campus to off campus?
Correct. I'm over at the College of Engineering at UCSD. I'm over at the MIS department at San Diego State. I'm at the Women's Resource Center, looking at the women in tech to help them look at themselves in the tech industry. So being on campus is fun and lots of free food too.
Oh, no, right? So I'm going to get students at something. So there's always free food around.
Yes.
Why don't we take us through, give us a little bit of your background. What are you studying and what are you interested in getting into?
I'm currently studying electrical engineering. When I transferred to UCSD 1 year ago, and I feel like my background's been a little bit all over the place. I I kind of follow what I'm interested in. I was in a rocketry club at UCSD called SEDS. We kind of developed rockets. I went out to the Mojave Desert and we launched them. This summer I interned as a cybersecurity intern, so already I'm kind of diverging from aerospace to cyber, and I learned a lot. It was for a pharmaceutical company called Acadia, so that was really fun. And then now I'm starting something else for, I believe it's our school. It's a co-op internship with the Department of Defense, so it's kind of like entrepreneurship there. So I've just kind of been following whatever interests me right now.
You got to try everything. Now is the time before you get locked into something for 3 years, then another 3 years. Like, that's great. I'm a U60 alum, a mechanical engineer transfer student.
Oh, awesome.
So I love seeing your journey, and I think you'll go pretty far. So you're trying every industry right now. As an electrical engineer, you're trying a bunch of clubs, which is smart. Trying a bunch of internships, which is awesome. What do you know about San Diego's kind of ecosystem and industries that you would want to jump into one day?
I think San Diego is a really good hotspot for everything. I realized that San Diego is a really good hotspot for all biotech companies. That's what I was exposed to this summer. As far as defense, they're very powerful. They have a lot of bases already around this area. And now for tech. So now I'm exploring tech now, and there's a bunch of tech. So it's just a hot zone for everything. I think all industries in general.
Let's pass the mic over. Take us through what are you studying and what have you been working on so far? And make sure it's real close to your mouth.
So I'm studying information systems, management of information systems at SDSU. And so I also transferred from Southwestern Community College, where I got an associate's in just general business administration. And in my 4th year at SDSU, I've been connecting a lot with the school community. I'm actually a part of the school marching band and the school pep band. So I got a lot of that Aztec pride, And other than that,
what's your instrument? What do you play?
I play trumpet. Yeah. So we actually perform here at Snapdragon sometimes, which is pretty fun. And more tech related, I'm also currently interning at the San Diego Police Department. I started about a month ago, and it's been really fun. I've been learning a lot of different things. Currently, they have me learning a lot about inventorying in the office, and it's a great experience. And I'm so grateful to be able to learn so much about IT. And I'm also interested in getting into cybersecurity, which is something I more so have to study on the side. But I definitely want to look more into the field of it and just, learn more about tech overall.
Yeah, I love it. Well, on Fridays, I teach at the San Diego State SIP Launchpad, which is the entrepreneurship incubator. You should come over every Friday, 1 to 3 p.m. We've got 20 to 30 startups who are building stuff, out talking to customers, and then iterating and building more stuff. So if you want to sit in, come join us. We'd love to have you. And, we're building things within minutes, running out the door, talking to and finding a customer, and then being like, all right, this is how they use it. Let's rebuild.
Yeah.
Love to have your expertise in that.
No, that sounds great. I would love to if you could write me some information down about that after this, that would be great. And I would definitely like to stop by when I get the chance.
I'll pass the microphone over here. Ori, give us a little bit of what you're studying, what your background is, and what are you excited to work on next?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on. It's super exciting. So I'm actually from Los Angeles. I just moved out here to La Jolla about a few weeks ago. My background from there, I was in community college studying computer science and
which community college?
Moorpark
I went
College.
to Moorpark and transferred to UCSD.
Awesome.
Let's go.
Love to see.
Yeah.
Meant to be. All right, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But so out there, I was also teaching robotics and computer programming. And yeah, so that's kind of where I formed my foundation, and now I'm transferring to UC San Diego as a computer engineering, computer science major. But what I really do enjoy is, I heard someone saying earlier, but bridging software and hardware. So that's kind of where I found my zone. I really like understanding from the circuit to the software, and from the ground up what's happening. It's just super interesting. So I want to take that either into a field of like embedded systems and either like autonomous navigation, UAVs, cars, or into aerospace. So kind of wherever the road takes me in terms of that. But I'm really excited for UC San Diego. I think it's an amazing school, amazing programs. Professors are awesome that I already met so far. So and thanks to Christy and Tech San Diego for having us here, and I'm really excited.
We're excited for you to network in further here tonight. But we got to know, this is the Tacos and Tech podcast. You got to eat. We got to know, what's your favorite taco spot?
My favorite taco spot?
It doesn't have to be in San Diego.
Yeah, what's it called? 19 something tacos. Like 1988 tacos. I don't know.
Where is that?
It's a taco store in Sherman Oaks. I always go to it. It's a little hole in the wall. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that one. I'm not a huge taco guy, but that's where I go if I get tacos.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll introduce you to the San Diego scene.
yeah, please. I know you guys have great taco seafood out here, so
Totally. Sure. Taco stand. Yeah, throw the mic over. We'll jump over to you. Favorite taco spot?
Favorite taco spot? A popular one among San Diego locals, but Tacos El Gordo. Yeah, I know that's a popular one. Really good. I
Yeah.
highly recommend that you guys try it if you haven't.
It's got a separate line just for the El Pastor.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
that's
is
how popular it is.
crazy popular.
Totally. Love it. Good one. And you mentioned
Taco stand has got to be the best tacos I've ever had. Yeah, I think it's not the meat, but it's the sauce on that they have.
Yeah.
It's just the burritos are really good, whether it's the Cali burritos or the loaded fries. Taco stand is like amazing.
and it shows there's never not a line.
Yeah.
You know, for sure. The move is order ahead and then from the app and then run up and get it from the window. You know?
Go pick it up. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, they're
yeah.
amazing.
Well, guys, it's so great to have you not just here tonight, but here in town and in the community and getting internetworked in. So thank you to Tech San Diego for being part of this, for bringing you guys out. Have a great time tonight. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
I'm Joe Earl. I'm with C3 Insurance. I'm a cyber insurance broker. Happy to be nominated here, and good luck to all the contestants.
Yeah, right? It's a fun. Have you been to this?
I haven't, no.
Oh, first time?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Oh, it's such a fun party. I think it's year 17 or 18.
Wow.
It's been going on.
Where have I been this whole time?
I mean, it's a pretty under the radar because it's mostly for like your CTOs and your CIOs, which don't go out and boast like, hey, I'm going to this big party.
Right.
They go, they come, they celebrate. A lot are bringing their spouse and their partners, which is pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
Have kind of a tech night out with your partner. Take us through a little bit of what your role looks like in terms of the cybersecurity center.
Sure. So my job is to help businesses choose what cyber insurance to buy. I help them figure out how much insurance they need, basically like how much risk they're transferring. And then I help them through claims if they do get hacked. The insurance company will pay for, pay them back for whatever fraudulent transfer they accidentally do, or pay the incident response people to get them back online, along with the breach attorneys. And then my side job, I also have a podcast. Yeah, it's called Ransomware Rewind.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
it. I gotta go look for it and we'll put it on in the show notes.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we just talk about, it's very casual, very, it's non-technical. We just talk about like current events, deepfakes, AI, all that fun stuff.
Cybersecurity is one of these things. It feels like it's all very reactive. It's like you didn't cover yourself, and then something happened, and you're like, "Damn it! I got to fix that," and then I don't let that happen again. Is that what it feels like? Is that what it kind of is?
Yeah, I think there's the companies that are investing in cybersecurity, and they're taking it seriously. They have a cybersecurity budget, and then there's the people that are like, "It'll never happen to me," and it happens to them.
Yeah. But I feel like the companies that are investing in it, it happens to them maybe at a prior company.
Yes. So a lot of times CISOs have to work with their hands tied behind their back because they're like second class C level person, where like they're not invited to the corporate meetings or they're not in the boardroom. And I would just tell them, you got to find a position where you're invited into the boardroom and that you can help make the decisions for the company, because you don't want to have to figure out security after the fact. You want that built into the decisions of the company.
I'm going to throw you a personal use case, something that happened to me recently. We'll talk through it of how I should have covered myself. My Twitter got hacked, and I can't get back in. And I'm pretty much stuck out of it. And they've been posting on it, changed my obviously my profile and my email and the cell phone and everything. And they've just been posting crypto, buy my crypto kind of stuff. And Twitter won't respond. They're like, we can't verify that there's an email there. Is that our personal social handles like something that people are covering themselves with? Is that something that people are overlooking, that piece? I obviously did.
Right. I think at a certain level, people need to think about that, if they're an influencer like yourself. But what I would say to you is, find anybody you're connected to at Twitter, on LinkedIn, and message everybody. until somebody starts listening to your case. Even tweet at Elon if you want.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the level we have to do to get back into our accounts. Crazy, but that's what we have to do.
Yeah. Well, I had a client that he got hacked by Kira ransomware group, and he got his money because he didn't have a Coinbase account to pay this guy, and he got his money locked into Coinbase, and that's how he got his money out. Was he had to find people on LinkedIn he was connected to, send instant messages on LinkedIn to see like, hey, can I get my money out of here? I need it to pay this hacker.
That is crazy. So on top of getting hacked, then your money gets hacked in a sense, or locked.
Yeah, it gets locked because of know your customer rules, right?
Yeah.
You can't just like move money through Coinbase that fast.
Where does the tech go to eventually stop this and help us and help companies? Really, don't have to say my case, but where's the technology going? To make this actually more top of mind, cybersecurity, so that people aren't doing a reactionary and it won't ever happen to me. What do you see coming down the pipe around that?
Well, a lot of new products are around AI, so I think you have to fight AI with AI. And there's some interesting products out there, like Cyber Crucible, who's like automating the processes, stopping the processes that go like when they start like hacking you, it's automatically. And then there's really interesting like cyber awareness programs that are mimicking like deep fakes. They're mimicking like spear phishing emails, things like that to get, because you're only as good as your weakest link. So you got to train your people, right? And it's short-sighted not to train your people, even though it can be expensive and you have to buy some software. But it's much more expensive when the lady from accounting gets tricked into sending $250K to some hacker.
Right. Totally. Yeah. That's the part of AI that feels like it will never exchange. Is the human element are the front lines.
Yeah, I mean, even the CFO of Ferrari got deepfaked.
Wow.
And the way he found out it was a deepfaker was he asked him, because he thought the guy was posing as the CEO, and he deepfaked the Italian accent and everything.
Wow.
And he asked him, "What book did you recommend to me last summer?" So you gotta like take the human, put the human back in there so that you can figure out like if that's the right person or not. It's all about identity now.
Totally. Really interesting. We've had a number of identity technology conversations here, which has been interesting to hear, a repeated theme around that. So, Joe, appreciate it. Thanks for being on the
Of
pod,
course.
and good luck tonight. Have fun.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
I'm Ed Peterson with Citron Cooperman. And I'm Jason Kruger, also with Citron Cooperman.
Guys, thanks for being here at the Top Tech Awards. You already having fun?
Fantastic. So far, so good.
Yeah.
We're the caricature guys.
I love it. You haven't gotten yours yet? Let's show it off to the camera. Yeah.
Caricature.
It looks pretty good. It looks like you. Yeah. I love it. I'll go get one for sure. Take us through a little bit of what Citron's up to.
Yeah, we're a full-service CPA firm. So everything from your basic tax and audit support, but what we really do, especially in our San Diego market, is what we call digital services. So we support NetSuite, Microsoft products, Salesforce, you name it. And I'll let this guy right here finish it off.
Yeah, so it's funny because I'm the guy who's responsible for digital services. He's on our fractional accounting support team. We have
that's why I gave him the mic.
we have a large fractional accounting support team. So a lot of organizations, Neil, that are growing, you need a certain type of CFO / controller / accounting support when you're a certain size. And you need a different kind of person when you're a different size and a different stage of your business. And sometimes it's very hard to hire the person that can do it all. In fact, very seldom can you do it all. So sometimes it's better to just get an expert in for a short period of time on a fractional basis, and then get someone different when you get to the point when you're trying to raise capital or whatever you're trying to do. Our entire company, 4,000 of us, I mean, we're very good at swinging the axe, and we can make any system work. But what the digital services team does is we sharpen the axe. Like they'll come to us and say, "Listen, guys, it's taking you 3 weeks to close the books. Your systems are antiquated. They don't talk to each other. There's alternatives for you out there in the market, and we do it all. We do Microsoft, we do Salesforce, we do NetSuite, we do a lot of different ERP systems, and then we can come in and consult and say, hey, like this is a good direction to move.
That's really smart. Obviously a ton of new tools coming out, replacing a lot of other tools. What are you seeing as and a human plus tool is kind of a superpower we're finding these days.
Absolutely.
Not a tool replacing a human, but like 1 + 1 = 3. Like, give me an example of like how you're seeing a new tool plus someone on the consulting side there that's just like different night and day from a year or two ago.
Well, you just look at a tool like Ramp, for example, a modern, AR and AP sort of solution where you can kind of run everything through credit cards and virtual credit cards and just really integrate it all to your ERP. It brings AI to bear, within your standard ERP, and it just creates such efficiencies. Like my gut tells me that these big SaaS solutions will get under pressure, but not for a while. Like the investment that these big organizations have made is so intense, and they're doubling down on AI. I mean, no one spends as much money as Microsoft. No one spends. I mean, Salesforce is all in on Agentforce. NetSuite, Oracle. You've seen that massive pop in Oracle stock. Larry's all in on AI. So, I mean, I just think that we're going to see the biggest impact with the biggest providers. Now we'll have smaller emerging, solutions that come and compete, but they've got a big road to hoe to get to where NetSuite is. A SaaS solution since 1994. I mean, back in the dial-up days.
Yeah. I mean, just to top it off, I think we want to create as much efficiency as we can, leveraging technology, and then have the human aspect, be able to understand and go through that information to be able to help make decisions, right? To achieve the goals that our clients have. And so we're all about, creating the maximum amount of efficiencies we can, so we can focus on the good stuff with our clients versus having them pay for the lower level, less efficient areas that, to be honest, clients don't even know about or care about.
Right.
So
no, client, the business owner just needs the job. Just solve my problem.
Exactly.
I don't care if it's a human or a tool.
Yep.
I got other things to work on.
Yeah.
Just do the thing, right? And if you can be more efficient at it with a tool plus human,
Yep.
because the human knows the strategy, the reason to do it, the context.
Yep.
Tool does the thing, right? Anything come to mind within your kind of vertical of tools that are helping you on the back end?
Yeah, I mean, so we work within a lot of ERP systems. So as Ed mentioned, even Salesforce, those systems are continuing to integrate different aspects of what we call AI, right? Yeah. Which everybody thinks AI is something different right now, but different, right? Yeah, exactly. Different efficiencies within those systems. So the goal is to leverage, Ed's team to create those efficiencies within the system, and then our team then would work within that system to really drive the value that our clients looking for, from the types of reporting they need to make business decisions, financial reporting side of things, all of those types of really it comes down to reporting. How can we get the right information to our clients to be able to make the right decisions, and the data, and how do you organize that data in the right place? And so we're seeing that with the different systems, and our firm is a big Microsoft user and implementer as well when it comes to Copilot. I know we've done a lot of things with Copilot. That's just the starting point for AI for companies, is understanding how do I leverage Copilot to create efficiencies. And so,
yeah, and Neil, the other thing is that Citron Koopman was acquired by Blackstone.
Oh wow!
So I mean, the biggest private equity firm in the world. And they're all in on AI. I mean, they're massive investments in data centers and everything they're doing. So we're, as a firm, are being driven to be very cutting edge in terms of AI and thinking about how it's going to affect everything that we do.
You're like a sandbox for them, really, to try things that probably they want to pull out and use in other parts of their portfolio.
Absolutely.
Too.
And things that they're seeing in the market that they know is going to have a big impact. And if we can be at the cutting edge of that, I think we have value to offer to clients, big, small and large. I mean, I know you deal with a lot of sort of incubator and startup firms and people that are raising capital here, in the Southern California market, and that's critically important. My pitch to people oftentimes is like, get on the right tool early. I mean, trying to drive the race car around the track while changing the tires is really difficult. So the smaller you are, the quicker we can implement, the more cost effective it will be. But then you're also leveraging the right tool where you don't have to worry about it when you're $200 million and now you've got a huge big upheaval to go through, because it's any kind of ERP implementation is like having Tommy John surgery. It's painful. There's going to be a recovery, but man, you're going to be able to pitch at 100 miles an hour once it's done.
True.
But if you're only pitching at 40, you need to pitch at 100 if you want to compete in the big leagues.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the reality. So get on the right tool early.
Yeah. and try tools. Be even willing to try a tool, especially
Yes.
now the tools are getting better.
Yes,
right.
absolutely.
Be explorative, and be willing to also, say that yes, something is better than what I have.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are not willing to cut off an existing arm.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, I have a process and a system. It's like, yeah, but you're not going to grow any faster.
Yeah,
This tool might make you 100% faster.
Yeah. Your product that was developed in 1984 on a client server solution up there that's been upgraded and patched and whatnot, still running .NET, is not going to compete with some of these modern, rapidly evolving solutions that are being written by AI for all intents and purposes.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what I was going to say. What got you here isn't going to get you that next step, right? And so, how can we position our clients to be able to take advantage of what's happening in the future versus always that slog of, oh man, my systems aren't quite right, but I'll deal with it now and figure it out later. Well, later is now in a lot of cases, and so how do we help them take that next step?
Yeah, I love it. Well, being in San Diego, obviously we're a taco town. When we're not here doing tech, we're having tacos. You guys have a favorite taco spot that you like to go to, venture to?
El Pueblo of Birmingham, 24 hours a day, $1.29 fish tacos, baby. Hard to beat. You can feed an entire family for $10.
Oh, yeah.
Love it. And they're not bad.
No.
Actually pretty damn good. I got I got two teenage boys that probably consume more calories from there than anywhere else.
Yeah. Is that the one in Cardiff? Yeah. So right there. Yeah. So that seems to be the spot. Yeah.
That's right by your house. You can probably walk it from your house.
It's close. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a part of Top Tech. This is a really fun night where, the tech community actually comes out to have some fun and recognize each other for the advancements that we're doing in the community. So really appreciate you being a part of it.
Yeah.
And look forward to doing more with you in the future.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Great.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And nice to finally meet you.
Yeah, likewise.
I've been listening to Tacos and Tech for years and years and years now.
You're on it. Love it. Appreciate it.
Well,
Thanks,
that's a highlight for me. So you've made my day. Thank you, Neil.
I love it. And we are back live here at the Top Tech Awards San Diego. Got Jeff Blanton on the pod, another podcast host here in town. Jeff, introduce yourself.
Another San Diego podcaster. Yes, the podcast is Conscious Curiosity SD. We interview local San Diego business leaders that lead beyond profit. So we're talking about conscious capitalism, the B Corp guys. Bring them in, tell their story, how they're managing, how they're leading, why they do it. Yeah.
I'm in the tech world. A lot of B Corp meets tech in that regard, from the Flock Freights, the Trust and Wills. There's a huge B Corp San Diego movement here, right?
Working on it with Abraham Chen. Yes.
Yeah, love it. Tell us a little bit about when and where did the movement start in San Diego? Like, where'd you see it industry-wise, and how has it spread?
Well, I first got on board with conscious capitalism probably about 7-8 years ago. That's what began this whole thing. And coming out of post-COVID, I was like we were interviewing people from outside the area and said, how come we're not talking to local San Diego business leaders, right? When they're right here, people I can meet. So I went to the Conscious Capitalism folks and said, hey, I want to start a podcast. And that led me to the BBB, where I actually do the podcast. I attended their torture awards and said, wow, these guys are like conscious capitalism companies, right? Then I led to the B Corp guys. And then I've been involved with Cause San Diego, which have conferences coming up in October 9th, right around the corner.
Shout out
Yeah.
Kesslin. I know
Larry
was
Kesslin.
involved
Yep.
in the beginning.
Yep. Business for Good. And yeah.
Amazing. Are you seeing specific industries adopt quicker than others in San Diego?
Seems like smaller companies seem to have more of that mindset than the big companies. It just seems to be the challenge.
Yeah.
We need the bigger companies to get on board.
Totally. Well, change takes a while, and usually with a B Corp, it's like an employee movement, an employee feeling, right? That kind of rises up. Is that what you see as well?
Yeah, right. I mean, it's really about something beyond just a job, right?
Right.
So for me, probably why I'm involved is because I really believe that, people should go to work. It's a thing you spend the majority of your life doing. It should be something you're excited about and you find meaningful. Unfortunately, statistically, like 80% of people don't.
Right.
So that's what we need to change. I can't quite understand why leaders don't get that. When you had a bunch of employees that were engaged and excited to be here, that's a good business model.
It's true. Well, I think, there's two worlds. There's the just a bunch of talk about, hey, the impact we're having and everything. But with B Corp, you got to be the
You got to
real
prove
deal,
it. You got to prove it. Yeah.
And so that's why it's like really easy to just have lip service until the rubber meets the road, and now you're actually measured on your impact there, right?
Yep.
And so I think it's going to be slow, but the ones who are there are real adopters, are making real impact.
Well, the other thing that's kind of exciting here at Conscious Capitalism, we have a social innovation internship program we're doing with USD. And we're on year 3. Started out as a little small prototype with 3 students. We did 11 students last year. And this coming year, I'm going to be doing 26. We're launching that as we speak.
Wow, cool.
So it's
All
really
kinds of internships, engineering, business.
across the board. It's about bringing an intern in. We're actually supported by the what's the group? Grant Oliphant's group, the Purpose Foundation, actually funded the program. So it's actually they're covering the cost of the student. So it's actually free to the company.
Oh, so it's almost like an apprenticeship almost.
Yes.
In a sense.
Yeah.
Students are getting paid to learn to a certain regard.
Yeah.
And only at B Corps.
No,
True?
no, across the board.
Okay.
Across the
Got it.
board. Definitely some B Corps are in the pile, but yeah.
Send us through your podcast itself. So one, I need to get out to the BBB to see their podcast studio because most people have mentioned it. Always looking for a good spot to record at. Take me through your podcast, how you started it, and how it's evolved over time.
Yeah, like I said, I started kind of post-COVID when I wanted to say we should be interviewing local leaders. And then that actually introduced me to all the other organizations. So really, I've tried to become the hub for all these kind of purposeful organizations like the B Corp movement and Cause San Diego, and those kinds of folks. So how do we bring these people together? My big thing is we're not collaborating, right? So I interview like these wonderful business leaders who are doing some amazing thing, but they're just kind of doing it within their business. It's kind of true with the organizations as well. B Corp guys are doing B Corp stuff, conscious capitalists doing conscious capitalism. So how do we all collaborate? I think that's going to make the difference.
Ecosystem where we all actually have
Yes.
1 + 1 = 3. What did you do in prior life that like kind of led you to be all in on this movement?
Well, I'm kind of like the unconscious capitalist, right? I always kind of led from the idea of purpose. It was kind of self-serving that if I can enroll you bigger into what I'm trying to get done, then that'd be good for me. And along the way, just notice how people just weren't that engaged at work, and that became kind of a driver. So I actually wrote a book about 15 years ago called Jailbreak Leadership, which was all about what's your personal purpose and how does that show up in the work that you do. So how do you bring purpose into work? And so for me, from a business leader's perspective, the work becomes a platform where you actually can bring your purpose alive. So you don't have to go looking around. It's actually the thing you want to bring above and beyond just making the money and making the products that you do. So yeah.
Amazing. Why do you think that plays so well in San Diego? I mean, obviously, I know we choose to live here in a place where people, vacation. So we put quality of life over everything else, right? Does that kind of have the roots for also working on the things that matter and the things that drive us in purpose-wise?
Well, we're that small, big town, right? Yeah. So everybody kind of knows each other. We're like a community. Yeah. We got an ocean on one side. We got a international border on the other side. We got a desert, and we got a marine base, right? Yeah. So we got our own little island here. So it's a great opportunity for us to actually be the spearhead of actually doing this sort of activity and being the example for other cities around the country.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I hadn't thought about the island in that way, but I do consider north of Camp Pendleton, Northern California.
Exactly.
So you're spot on there. You've obviously been doing business in San Diego a long time. Where we work is also where we eat. We love to eat tacos in San Diego. Do you have a favorite taco spot?
I do not.
No?
I made some awesome carnitas the other day, though.
Yeah. Where do you get your from?
I live in PB.
Okay.
And we've had a little bit of a fly issue, and we've been battling the flies, and we're kind of gone. I made this carnitas, and all of a sudden the flies showed up. My wife said, "It's because of your carnitas." I said, "They're good, but they're not that good."
After the flies come the yellow jackets if they're really good. That's how you know you've made
You've really made the best.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I'll be looking out for those.
Jeff, it's been a pleasure to have you on.
Awesome.
Thank you even more the impact you're having on the community.
Well, thank you, Neil. Appreciate it. All righty. Thank you.
Thanks. And I'm here with longtime friend, startup community leader, Marco from Arcus Nexus. Hey, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great, Neil. Thanks for. I didn't realize you were hiding in this container, and now I know why. So.
This is the live booth. We got signs up on the outside. I got Starlink on the roof, powering my internet, and we're talking tech here at the favorite Top Tech Awards, where we're celebrating our technical leaders, which I know you've been a part of for a long time. What year is it for you? Do you know? Do you remember?
I was chatting to somebody about it. I think it's probably my 9th or 10th year attending.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's grown up a little bit,
Yeah.
We've had some years. We've been on Petco Park Field. We've been in the
Yes, we
Delmar
have.
Grounds paddock, but I think ever since they found Snapdragon, this is the place to party. All right.
Yeah. I remember Petco. That was a fun one. The jumbotron. You could post your picture online, and they would put it up right up there. So.
That was year 10, by the way. So that was pre-COVID for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Definitely.
We're getting old, Neil.
We're coming right into our sweet spot, is what we're really saying. That's where technology and experience gets superpowered, which is what you guys do at Arcus Nexus, using a whole bunch of human talent to power the tech community, the tech companies. Can you give us a little bit of background on Arcus Nexus for our listeners?
Yeah, sure. So we are a nearshoring software development firm. We're one of the pioneers in nearshoring, as a matter of fact. Been around for 22 years. Started here in San Diego, Tijuana region locally. We have supported mostly tech startups in the SoCal tech scene. And basically what we do is we find talent for them and build teams so that they are able to develop faster, better, cheaper, and they can ship that product out, get more users on their platform, reinvest that capital, grow even more, and then ultimately get acquired. We've been part of 11 successful acquisitions. I guess somebody won an award.
Let's go.
That's exactly how we feel when one of our clients get acquired.
Right? You powered that.
Yeah, so we've been part of 11 of those processes, mostly companies here locally in San Diego. And yeah, we're very proud of what we do. We're longtime supporters of the tech scene here locally. I'm personally a big supporter of the borderless innovation community movement. I've been around organizations like SD Connect. I support Startup San Diego's like binational efforts, and I don't know. I'm a true believer that we are in a unique part of the world, and our company is just one of many examples of how that's a reality. And but yeah, that's what we do.
I mean, Arcus Nexus, the story of Arcus Nexus is the story of the San Diego startup community. I mean, they both have grown up together, and you can tell from, I think it was year 2 of San Diego Startup Week, 2014 or 15, when we hosted our first opening night at Arcus Nexus, when it was just the containers.
Yeah.
Then the tall building, and now the third building to complete, the Arcus Nexus compound down in Tijuana, which is where night 2, is it night 2 of Startup Week is going to be?
I believe
Usually
so.
It's Tuesday. It's not even just night. It's like the whole afternoon.
It's a
down
full
in
day
Tijuana.
packed of talks, lightning talks, networking, the traditional tacos.
Of course.
And
we bring a bus for people to get on at the border.
It's very casual. You basically get yourself down to the San Isidro port of entry into Mexico. You walk across. There's a bus there and people waiting to greet you, and we get everybody over to our office, which should be like a 5 or 8 minute drive from there. But it's very casual. We've done this. I think it's our 7th year in a row now.
That's amazing.
But yeah, no, we really enjoy having guests over and showcasing kind of the art of the possible south of the border. And yeah, we've been around for a while, so we know a lot of we have a lot of connections, and fortunately, those are adventurous and are okay with crossing the border and checking out what's going on south of. And yeah, so we're very happy to be hosting that.
Of course,
once again.
October 7th, night 2 of Startup Week, coming up really soon here. So make sure you check out santostartupweek.com or startupsd.org. I'll be there. It's been a bit since I've been down to your guys' place. I used to come down a lot more, and
I know.
and Daira would be right there waiting to pick me up and drive me the 5 minutes to the office. So
You get the carte blanche, man. You get the pickup at the border treatment. So
it's the
yeah.
best way. You guys are so accommodating. But you've been both, like you said, long time. You've been running the OC CTO tech talk community for a long time, and then kind of expanded that almost down to San Diego, and now the monthly CTO talks all over Southern California. I've seen them all over the country at times, right? You've tested them in Colorado and Texas and Florida. Take us through a little bit of the CTO talk series that you guys have championed.
Yeah.
Hold it a little closer to your mouth. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. So I don't know, Neil, ever since I grew up, I've been part of a community, and I've always felt like I've contributed, but also I've taken a lot just by connections or just by people like yourself introducing me to other professionals. And I feel that's been an integral part in my career personally, but also in organizational growth. So in 2017, I knew I was going to be moving to Orange County. So I said, I love Etienne's group in San Diego, and I used to hang out with those guys a lot. And I love exactly, and I love Tony's group up in LA, the LA CTO forum. But I'm right in between the two. I'm like, shit, I don't want to be driving up and down all the time. So I said, okay, sure, let's start one here locally in Irvine. And actually, I got great support from people here in San Diego as well to kind of, baby step that out of the corral.
Yeah, San Diegans will sometimes drive to Northern California in Orange County to make the move.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, or take the Amtrak too, which is quite fun actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, we started that, ran it, monthly, started growing. 2020 came, and we didn't really know what to do, so we did exactly what you're doing, and we did the podcasts We did the digital version of it. Some folks really, bought into it and were volunteering to be my guests. And I would do the same as you're doing, just do interviews and, tell us how you're navigating COVID. And that began to kind of become popular. In 21, we had to stop. Arcus business really picked up, like many other companies in 21, and I just had not a lot of energy to run those. So 22, we brought it back, but with a nice +1, we actually added San Diego. So you mentioned Daira and the rest of the community team kind of bootstrapped it in San Diego as well. So I kept on doing the Orange County group. We probably have a couple hundred members there. And then we're actually having our coming October. I'm confused between the 1st and the 22nd because we're having both in the same month. But yeah, we have a lot of folks following that group. And the CTO Talks is basically a platform for tech execs to converge and share insights and share kind of that knowledge and mind share amongst each others. And it's been a great platform. We just had our private dinner last night at Javier's at UTC. Folks from Illumina, from Drata show up, and it's great for them to be able to also connect with their peers while they kind of share their stories with the rest of the community. So
it's so important. The CTO community, I feel like, is unfortunately overlooked because CEOs get so much emphasis and love, and the CTOs often who are co-founders, right? So they are just as entrepreneurial and having to code and lead and manage teams and grow them all the way up. And so tonight obviously is a showcase of that where technical leaders actually gather, but you're doing that all year round because you realize obviously that's the community that needs the support because they're under supported. And so it's been awesome to see. And we started partnering, I think it was 2.5, 3 years ago on doing taking, every once in a while we'll do kind of a larger panel version of a CTO talk. So most CTO talks, a solo talk.
Yeah.
And then we'll add in every once in a while a panel, for cross conversation around that too, which is a really fun partnership to have.
Yeah, it has really. And one of our most successful additions is when we partner with great communities like yours. And, it's all about driving the conversations, right? When we started the group, the premise was chances are there's people stuck in one building working 8 hours a day. If you're a CTO of a tech company in Southern California, chances are you're trying to solve the same as the guy in the next office, right? However, you're probably not going to talk to that person unless you get stuck in the elevator or something, right? So that's why we started it. And sure enough, it's been a good platform for enabling that. And joining forces has certainly been key to expanding, to getting new faces. Believe it or not, the talks are not extremely deeply technical. They're more of culture. Some of them are navigating with the CEO conversations, but all around, people driving the technology agenda for companies from all different shapes and sizes in San Diego and Orange County. And
love to do it. Love to see it continue to flourish, and love to continue to partner with you. So thanks for being such a huge community builder here. And I'm looking forward to being down at the Arcus Hub here coming up in Startup Week.
Yeah, my pleasure, man. Always good catching up with you, and I love this new format. So it's great.
Join the office anytime. So thanks, Marco. Appreciate it.
Cool. Yeah, likewise, man. Yeah.
Hi, everybody. I'm Shirin Alipana with Premier Property Partners, and I'm here joined with.
Hi, my name's Ron Neelakes, and I'm the Executive Director of the Escondido YMCA, a campus for community well-being.
Amazing communities. Obviously, amazing night where we're celebrating technical leaders and the community that we build our companies and our organizations in. I know you're up for an award tonight, so fingers crossed. This should be a really fun, award night to celebrate either way. Just give us a little background on your background before we kind of dive into Ron's area.
Well, this is actually my 3rd or 4th year here at the Top Tech Award, and it's amazing. I love this venue, by the way. It's one of my most favorite places to be. And so my background is in technology. I've been a tech executive for 20 years, and I've also dabbled in a lot of real estate investment and all of that stuff. Now I have my own real estate company. Over 25 partners, we call them partners in my team, and we are growing. But growing a business, it's not really what it's all about. I know we all in this business to make living, right, to feed our family. But making an impact in the community is what we are all after. My passion is about the community, what I can give back to community, because that's what gives back to me, right? And the community that I picked to serve is YMCA of Escondido. And that's why I'm so proud to have Ron with me, the executive director of YMCA in Escondido, who is always supportive. Thank you so much, Ron, for showing up here. And just helping, like it's all about really how we can help and support each other, right? That's the name of the game.
Yep.
Whether it's in tech, whether it's in the community work, whatever that we do, it's all about how we can come together to make each other's life better.
100%. Take us through a little bit of the YMCA, especially up in North County. What's been the iteration? Because obviously YMCA has been around for a while, and it's very, while a global brand, hyper local to the community that it serves. Take us through a little bit about the uniqueness of YMCA Escondido.
Well, I think what's great is I've been in the YMCA of San Diego County for 29 years. So I've seen a lot of growth with the YMCA of San Diego County. What's so special about the Escondido YMCA is the campus has actually been closed down since the beginning of pandemic and was on the verge of being sold. We had a great visionary come in, Todd Tibbetts, our CEO, and worked with a couple of key partners within the community, National University, Neighborhood Healthcare, and especially the Escondido Union School District. And we formed this partnership on the campus. And we went from what we used to be called the Palomar Family YMCA to the Escondido YMCA, a campus for community well-being, because it's all about the community. It's how can we serve the community and what they actually need. Higher education, secondary education, better healthcare services, and activating the youth, most importantly. So one of the key partnerships that we're really launching in the next week is a swim program to teach the kids the important life-saving skill of swimming. And we're partnering with the Escondido Union School District. They're going to be bussed over, and we're going to have 80 kids each day coming over learning that life-saving skill. And it's going to be an amazing, amazing transformation of that property.
I feel like there's a lot of ways people initially interact with the YMCA. It's usually either through a child program or a gym for themselves.
Yes.
There's so much more involved. Take us through, I don't know, kind of the breadth of these that people kind of engage throughout.
Well, I think what's so interesting about the YMCA is most people look at the YMCA almost like a gym and swim, but it's so much more than that. We're a multi-generational facility where you can have newborns all the way to people that are 103 years old, and they're all in the same place celebrating life together. It is an amazing process. But not only that, but we have all these services that we offer through our community support services that are transitioning housing for our foster kids that are aging out of the system. A lot of them end up homeless because they don't transition well into adulthood. Well, the YMCA has many apartment complexes that they can go, they get wraparound services, they get them into school, learn life skills, and be able to transition them into to being a young, productive adult in society. They also have counseling, respite care, extended learning program where it's an enrichment program through all of the schools where they go and they teach them. Well, in Escondido alone, we're in 18 of the all the elementary schools in Escondido. So the Y is so much more than just the fitness area and the pool.
Something that's also been really interesting to see is that it's a place that people usually come for like recreation, but then actually you see a lot of people start to work there and transition as well too, and learn actually leadership skills and employment, which has been pretty cool as just a training ground for future leaders.
I think one of the things that really get me excited about the YMCA is the fact that I've been with it for 29 years. So I have taught kids that were 3 years old in a sports program when I first started with the YMCA, and now they're coming back and they're working in our camp programs. And they remember who you are, and they talk about their lives and how positive and productive that they're on their lives. So I've always had this statement that if you can change one life, that person could go on to change two people's lives and it's like a domino effect that goes through it. And that's how you change a community through the future.
Totally.
Which is a game changer in my book. So it is so good to like see what you've done just by giving somebody a positive experience, and that's what the Y does for the community.
Totally.
Yeah.
When did you get involved in the Y?
Well, when did I get involved? It's less than a year, right?
Okay.
It's because I live in Escondido. My main business in North County, right? And I get involved. I'm passionate about education, especially youth and child education. I have an 8-year-old, so I'm trying to figure out better ways to teach him life skills, right? And then as I work through my business and I talk to families with kids, everybody's after the same thing. It's like, we want more. We want to teach our kids how to deal with like real life challenges, right? Some things that you can learn, schools are amazing. Some things you can learn in school, but some things that you need to learn as you experience go through them, right? And then I came across YMCA. I met Ron. We had a quick chat, and I'm like, we kind of aligned because our visions, like, we talked a little bit about what we really want for our community, our immediate community, especially that we live there, right? And that was the start of that thing. And I'm like, oh, this is like a given. I'm like, this just aligns. I know your mission. I know what I want. It's like it's just like marriage made. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I think also from a technical standpoint, being tech leaders,
Yeah.
we also want our kids and us to actually get a little bit away from a screen and
That's
have
right.
some diverse experiences, which also sounds like can obviously happen on a campus environment with people from a variety of ages and generations and backgrounds.
Maybe you talk about that.
I'm going to talk about the gymnasium, actually.
The what?
Gymnasium. So so he gave me a tour of Escondido YMCA, and that was one of the conversations that we had. And I'm like, I want my son to get away from screens because it is addictive. We all know it, but as parents, we are struggling with it, right? What do you want to replace that with?
Right.
Because you can't just take away things without replacing with something. I walked into gymnasium in the YMCA of Escondido. It is huge. And I met this amazing lady who's been there forever, who teaches us and gymnastic program. And she was like, just bring him. And then we're going to, I'm like, oh my God, this is like home to me, right? And then we started talking a little bit more about what we can do at a bigger scale for kids. And we did come up with ideas we're working through. So, John, you want to talk about that?
I think what's great is Sharon brings a whole different perspective. She's actually one of our newest board members, which is exciting because she brings so much energy to our board. And on top of that, one of the programs that we're trying to design together is called the Wise Entrepreneur, where kids learn how to create an idea or a product. They learn everything, how to build a business case, how to market, how to be able to sell, how to be able to interact with people. It's so many skill sets wrapped into one where kids can get out of this shell. They can learn how to socialize, how to just be able to be in the community.
Like financial literacy is the biggest thing, right? Like how to teach kids how they can actually think about ideas, start a business, grow that business, and learn how to manage the money. That's a program that we're working on to bring to that community.
Yeah.
Which is like not only it's my personal passion, but it's our vision and it aligns with my MCA, right? And there's a tech component, there's financial component, and there's a community component to that. Yeah.
I think what's so nice is, especially with our foundational partner, Escondido Union School District, they're so progressive on what they do in their school system. They're so innovative. They really want their kids to succeed. They want to be able to use enrichment to give them opportunities that they've never been able to experience. And sometimes you only get to experience what's in front of you. But if you have somebody from the outside say, hey, look in this direction, it's a whole new world for them. So we're really excited about that. And so
speaking of exponential growth and affecting the community, the theme song of the YMCA, which I'm sure we will hear at some point tonight, has been like a 50-year
Yes.
generational marketing for it.
Yes.
How often does it get played actually there, or is it played out?
In my head, it gets played about 30 times a day. But every event we have, that song always comes on, and we still celebrate it every time it comes on. So.
I mean, it has legs in every new generation.
Yes.
It's like the presidential theme song also over the last 3 years as well too. We'll take it. Right? Free
Yeah.
marketing is good marketing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, thank you for what you guys are doing in the community, for stepping up and being on boards. It's a really big deal as a business leader. It's really easy to sit at your business behind a screen and just focus on that and then go home to your kids. But you're doing the work of stepping up and leading and helping another organization. So I thank you for that as well.
Thank you for having us here, giving us the opportunity to share our story and message. Really appreciate that. Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah, thank you very much. We really appreciate it.
For affecting millions of people.
Yes.
To come.
Thank
Good luck
you.
tonight. Have fun either way.
Appreciate
And we'll
it.
See you out in the community here as well soon too.
Excellent.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for being on the podcast here at the Top Tech Awards San Diego. We are thrilled to be here on the Talk with Tech podcast.
Thank you. Thanks, Neil, for being there for us, for the tech community and San Diego as a whole.
You bet. Thanks for leading in your community and your company and here tonight. It's inspiring to see leaders who put in the time and energy and get well-deserved recognition for it.
Thank you. Appreciate your thoughts.
Give us a quick little background on what you're working on.
So I've been in the tech industry for over 36 years, right? Okay, so you name any of the core technologies, right? Okay, since birth, I guess, right? Okay, you are probably not born at the time, right? So we've been dabbling into multiple areas of technology. You name any high-tech company that's there in the tech industry, right? Okay, I've done a lot of work for Samsung, Nokia, Motorola, Cisco, Ericsson, and the likes. Always in the forefront of technology. Because of which, okay, I have a way of looking at innovation from a different perspective, from an user experience perspective to a technology perspective to how you build a bridge gap between technology to products, right? So we at any point in time, every year we are building about 2 to 3 technology products, and we are probably killing a few of them as well, right? Okay, so some of those technologies pick up, and then okay, we are there, and then sometimes okay, we just stop it.
And commercialize them, and
we do.
License them, and
Yes.
or all the above.
Everything, right? So, for example, I can give you a simple example. We started dabbling in AI in 2017, and then okay, we couldn't get there because the technology was there, but then the industry wasn't there, right? So then we went down, and then okay, then we picked it up after post-COVID, and then okay, we have a beautiful product around AI,
So
right?
AI now has obviously become a buzzword where
Correct.
it was an actual, kind of whole big cluster
Correct.
of many sub-technologies
Correct.
like natural language
Correct.
and machine learning.
Correct.
But have the new tools killed a lot of your past tools itself?
See, as a technologist, what happens is okay, what I've always thrived on is letting go of the past, looking towards the future. As I told you, right? Okay, okay, so you create products, you don't fall in love with the products, rather basically, okay, make sure that you are doing it right. And if it picks up, it picks up. If it doesn't, okay, kill it and move on. So that way, yes, AI and newer technologies have come forward faster. So you got to let go of the past and move on towards the future.
Totally. And companies themselves, easier said for a small company where your entire focus is new technology development.
Yeah.
Companies who are building businesses where technology is just a tool, it's hard for them because
Correct.
they don't want to cut off an arm
Correct.
to grow a new arm.
Correct.
How do you see that going forward, especially right now in the kind of AI gold rush?
So what we've done is, okay, we have a very unique business model. What we do is we build a product, seed it into the B2C market, okay? So get a lot of input around it, okay? And then, okay, we perfect the solution, and then we sell it into B2B, okay? So B2B has much more money to sell, so we take that money in, and then, okay, go and build another set of B2C products.
Okay. Anything you can share recently that you've built that we can find out there?
So we have a fall detection solution where, okay, so if you see it, right, okay, about 73% of the elderly people die because of a fall.
Wow.
Okay. So we have a fall detection solution that we have put on Android where, okay, it can be put on any device. And if people fall, it immediately calls 911 or their loved ones, right? I'm a big proponent of tech for good, because of which what we have done is making sure that we are creating any of the products for good. Okay. So that is one product that I can talk about. Another product is an EMM, enterprise mobility management solution, where let's assume it's a school. Kids get into school, but then okay, you don't want the kids to be using YouTube or Instagram and all that stuff inside the school. So what we've done is okay, we have geo-fenced the school. So when people bringing their devices, what happens is okay, we stop it, and then okay, we allow the users to use only certain applications. When they go back outside the school, they can use their apps,
Really
things
smart.
like that.
Where do the ideas come from?
Ideas come from multiple reading, multiple things that are happening out there in the industry, multiple marriage of technologies. For me, right, innovation is a marriage of technologies. Okay, you take AI and you take mobility, you take human behavior, put together a product, right? Okay, so things like that, right? Okay, so ideas are germinated in based on my reading, my writing skills. I've written 2 books. Okay, one on leadership and another on innovation, right? Okay, so I I am a kind of I like to be very innovative and nimble, right? Failures happen, so you take on the failures and go towards success.
I love it. I love that you have your own little lab to always be iterating and testing.
Yeah.
And let the market tell you what is worth building.
Exactly,
right?
exactly, exactly.
Amazing.
Life is cool in the sense that okay, you are dabbling with newer technologies, newer products, and then okay, you can pivot easily as well, right? Okay, so you're working on. So for example, maybe 8 years ago, we worked on a small product for kiosk mode, right? Which locks the Android device into one certain state, right? That we expanded it into enterprise mobility, right? Okay, so we keep expanding on the existing solutions, existing products.
And
Whatever small things we do, we learn from that and we move on.
Exactly. Right. Expanding use cases
Correct.
As well, and seeing how
Correct.
people interact with your
Correct.
technology. Because
Correct.
people always use technology different than what we plan.
Correct.
That's for sure. It's cool that you can see both on the consumer side, an individual, and then in a business
Correct.
environment, how do
Correct.
they use it differently? How do
Correct.
they get around it? How do they jailbreak it?
Correct.
All those things
Correct,
as well
correct,
too.
correct, correct. It
Really
can be anything, right? Okay, it can be IoT, it can be AI, it can be video validations. It can be.
Are you finding with the new generative AI tools, ideation is different or easier, or any other way that you're kind of bringing products to market?
Innovation is different, but unfortunately, what has happened is with the tools like ChatGPT and all that, right? Okay, the creativity in people have slowed down a little bit. I feel that okay, that's so when things are available for easy, right? Okay, a lot of people go and say, okay, hey, give me 10 product ideas. People get those product ideas and then they try to iterate on it. In a way, it is good, but then okay, the original thinking is going on. Okay, that's something that I'm seeing right now. But
It's a
life is
crutch
life.
to a certain
Yeah.
regard, but that's why we've also always said ideas are mostly not novel. It's the people who
Correct.
execute the ideas.
Correct.
Are the
Correct.
IP
Correct.
to a
Correct.
certain
Correct.
regard.
I would say ideas are diameters and execution is the key. And I'm more about taking an idea towards execution and then deciding whether this is going to be right for the market or not, and then move on.
Can you spin up an idea though into a product quicker now with generative AI tools?
Yes.
Like a V0
Yes. Yes.
or
Correct.
some of these? Yeah,
Correct. Right. Okay. So if you can, so in the past, about 4 years ago, if you have to create a mobile app, for example, right? Okay. So if it took about 6 months to 12 months for us to perfect the app, right? Right now, maybe we can iterate faster, two months, right? Okay, we can get done, and okay, we need to validate it and move on.
Totally. Right? There's a Figma AI's
Correct.
new tool
Correct.
for the user interface.
Correct.
And then
Code generation, right? Okay, recently I read a report. 83% of the FANG company code is generated by AI, right? Okay, so code generation is getting easier and things are good.
Totally. We need to have you over at San Jose State. So I help run the incubator there.
Cool.
Every beginning of every quarter, we do a 4-hour from brand new ideas to sales boot camp. And everyone has to have sales in ideas that did not exist
Good.
4 hours before.
Good.
We need to come have you. And
Good,
then every
good, good.
Friday, we kind of try to see how much further can we push it in 2 hours.
Good, good, good.
Refine the idea by going talking to a customer and iterating, throw away last week's code, throw away last week's product, rebuild, go back to the customer and be like, did you solve my problem better?
Good, good, good. Two things when you're saying that, right? Two things I could think of.
Yeah.
I do speak in a lot of these universities. I've gone to SDSU, I've gone to UCSD, I've gone to Cal State San Marcos as well. I do speak at these colleges to go teach students. The second thing I can say is, okay, I recently wrote a book called Innovate or Fade. Okay, that's all about innovation. Since you spoke about innovation, stuff like that, right? Right after this, if you can send me, I'll send you an email, and if you can send me an address, I'll ship you a book.
Thank you. And we'll bring it into the school. We'd love
Sure.
to have you.
Sure.
Congrats again tonight.
Thank you.
thank you for. I know you'll make many more products from here
Thanks.
as well too, and thanks for the impact.
Thank
You're
you.
having.
Thank you, Neil. Appreciate your help. Thank you. Bye bye.
Hey,
You've been on
y'all.
live for 2 hours. I haven't stopped talking, so I won't do much of it. But we are back live with one of my favorite friends here in town.
Yeah, that's a high
Goodman.
compliment.
Oh no, it's a compliment to have you here in the studio in the Top Tech Podcast Lounge, as well, which I think is the hottest part of Top Tech. Like
Yes.
literally, physically, it's so warm
Physically, it's a
inside this
little
room.
warm. It's Hawaii in here. Aloha, baby.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you for being on.
Yes,
the pod.
yeah.
Actually, you've got your own podcast too.
That's true. And I got to get you on this
Oh,
pod.
I'd love
Okay,
to.
yeah. Oh,
give a
no.
shout out to your podcast.
Yeah, so it's Mind the Machine podcast. Today we just dropped a show on Marcos Rivera, who is Pricing IO.
Yes.
Epic, right? Like
Just had
on,
lunch with him last week.
he is so amazing, isn't he? So, I've been doing this for about a year now. And I'd say at the end of the day, Mind the Machine is really about the human element of AI. So it was never like just an AI show. It's like our human response to that. And so how are people thinking about it? So some good interviews, but when you're on, brother, it's going to skyrocket. So I can't wait for that to happen.
Let's do it. We'll cross post on this pod as well too.
Love it.
Just watching the saxophonist come by. We
Where's
can
he
get him in here and do a little solo live on
Bring in the brass, baby.
Yeah. But this, so we go back, I think at least your Qualcomm days
Yeah.
before Sony.
Right.
So you've been in technology a long time.
That's right.
I missed the MP3.com days.
Yes.
Where you changed the music industry alongside our friend Michael Roberts.
Yes, in lock arm with Michael Robertson, definitely one of the, I think, under-celebrated leaders in terms of disruption. And I learned a lot from him, and so I have him a huge gratitude for him for what he taught me in my early days.
Stayed in tech. And
Yeah.
You've seen tech change, not
That's
just locally but globally, and then decided to jump right in and write a book.
Right.
And take us through a little bit of that
Yeah.
career as well too.
Yeah, so MP3 from MP3.com, Windows OS, which was Microsoft trademark lawsuit on that naming Windows. That was great.
You love lawsuit heavy stuff.
Yeah, well, I think it's a little guerrilla, marketing, guerrilla PR. But at the end of the day, you serve people.
Yeah.
So if we're serving a real problem and you're breaking down like unnecessary bulk and software and open source, hey, if the people win, then you win, right? And I think of it like this. An analogy is like a tree doesn't eat its own fruit, right? You have to produce that fruit for others. And I think that's been the theme in my career is we've tangibly provided things to people. So after Windows, Linux, went to Qualcomm for 10 years, display tech. And then the last part of that was Qualcomm Labs, which was phenomenal. A lot of great people came out of Qualcomm Labs, including Roland Lichtenberg, House Call Pro, Ian Haidt, and many. Yeah, so many good people. Navrina Singh with Credo AI, which is killing it. It was on Bloomberg yesterday. So, it was what a time, such a time as this, right? It's like, I only wish I knew it was the good old days when I was in the good old days, and then maybe I would have appreciated it more. But I do reflect upon it and say these were all formative experiences to predict as much as one can the pattern recognition of the future. So when I wrote the book, it was really, let's really get out how technology diffuses from the point of inception to patent filing to it's in your kids' hands. And it's actually quite a long journey. So we're going through the same thing now, except that the timelines are shrunk. There's an emotional component that we can't, really resolve. And so the book started from there. But, books are, they're traditional technology. So I'm like, this has got to be a live podcast. This has got to be. And so that's what I've done.
Yeah. Imagine how much things have changed since you put the book out like a
Right.
year and a half ago.
Yeah, a year and a half ago. And when I did that, I knew it was like the second the ink hits the page, it's like dries and it's old. So I tried to write it as timeless as possible. So it's still a great reference book. But at the end of the day, it is, we've got to be in conversation every day about what this means because a lot of people are freaked out. And now the ROI is being questioned. And I believe that there are still mega winners that are going to win in this next season. Like, let's not give up just because there's complexity or there's naysayers. I don't believe it's an AI bubble. I don't think the right information is getting out. Hence the podcast.
Okay, so but a year and a half ago, think back on that, where people were with AI, which I think it was more of like a toy. People were just like, I can do image generation. It was the new.
Look how
meme
sexy
maker.
I am. I've
Right.
just created my own, synthesia video.
Where do you think a year and a half later, are we totally past that? Or is it
Absolutely.
just
Well, I don't
the-
think the consumers are. Industry. So this week I've been at a family office conference, and I know you are also very involved in family office.
You
And
see our friend Jeremiah.
I did not. Different group, but net there. And we, man, you and I got to catch up because we got some good stuff cooking. But bottom line is they're still talking about generative AI in that last mile of, oh yeah, the kids are using it for the email and whatever. And I'm like, we're kind of missing the point here. The point is that the infrastructure at scale, like automizing at scale, using generative AI. Yes, agents. Not every industry is going to come along faster due to complexity. Like we all know this, but there are some great things happening out there. I'm super excited. Companies like Cadre AI, what Grayson and Chad and Riley are doing, these guys are killing it. And so my message to the community is don't give up on AI because, you just got to dig deeper and you got to set the emotional side apart. Like, yeah, jobs are going to change. Accept it, baby. Ain't nothing we can do about that except stay smart, lean in and get the knowledge.
Totally. And the humans empowered with the right tools are like a whole nother level.
Totally.
Right? I mean,
They
it
really
is
are.
Like, so people talk about jobs replacing people. No. Jobs are going to be replaced by people who have embraced technology.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is kind of what it's always happened.
Yeah, it has always happened, and I think the only difference this time is the speed. And in many ways, and you'll see Michael, and maybe Michael's out there listening. Follow Michael Robertson on LinkedIn. He's posting constantly about the things that how this smacks of 1997, 98, when digital rights management and music, copyright infringement, words that are being pulled from some source and then redistributed in a different form have so much copyright struggling to find the word, but you know what I'm saying.
I was thinking about him yesterday actually because he's been building webinar.tv.
That's right. Yes.
And I thought, oh my God, for however many years now, think of how much thought leadership he has captured that he could put into an AI engine and distill out some incredible thought leadership. Over
I think
time.
that's amazing.
I was like literally being like, I would love to query the entire database of web TV from just like from an LLM itself.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Right? So shout out to Michael. Let's talk about your data.
Go MR.
Yeah.
I love it. But one thing I'm also doing is I now I'm hosting international startups with the American Council. So I have two startups here, one from Belgium and the other one from Greece. And we are knee deep getting ready to not only get ready for Startup San Diego, which is, coming up October 6th through the 10th.
Are the startups here all the way through then? Are they
Yeah, they're helping on the back end, and next year we got to align it so we can get them out here when the hard part.
Yeah, Heidi used to run the Diplomacy Council here.
Yes,
we hosted people for like a month usually from all over the world, and in fact, I hosted someone from Malaysia in 2019, and then I was supposed to go to Malaysia for 2-3 weeks, and COVID kicked in. So I didn't get to actually get that trip to go tour the Malaysian startup communities.
Oh man, that's oh yeah, absolutely. And this is why I was in Uzbekistan in November. 10 days with the Ministry of Justice doing AI education training, Westminster University in Tashkent. So it's amazing, and I think Heidi has now stepped away. And
she's at SDSU now.
Yeah. Hey, all the cool kids are over there too. No shade to UCSD though. But yeah, so we just got to align for next year to make sure that Startup San Diego Week happens at the same time they're doing it, because they're hitting LA Tech Week. They hit Boston Startup Week, and so it's slightly painful that they're not able to do that. But the net is they're great startups. They represent really the best of what we believe and you believe. San Diego is global. Right, we are a global entity, and some folks may think we're surfing parochial military people, maybe a little bit. But the net is like, if you're really paying attention, like Neil Bloom, then you know that we're intergalactic, actually.
We're surfing right past those people.
We're surfing.
And we're not waiting for them to come on board.
That's right. So splashing a little
These
water
are
in their
building
face.
companies here,
That's right. That's right.
affecting
So
the world.
don't underestimate San Diego.
No, and come see it. We've had a few people now. We had Marco from Marcus Nexus take us through day 2 of Tijuana Day of the Startup Week, right? We've got day 1 up in Carlsbad, day 3 at SDSU, day 4 at UCSD and
Yeah.
day 5 at Qualcomm.
Day 5 at UCSD, the 10th, and I'll be leading that. And we have $500 billion companies on the power panel, so I can't wait to promote that. I will also be announcing a family office. So stay tuned for that. That's why I got to get to you before then.
Yeah, I have invested in that family office
yes.
new startup recently.
Yeah, awesome.
We can share all those things. But Friday morning, I want you to come out for one of my hike. Early
Oh, yes. I
because
saw that 6:30 in the morning. I'm like, he's trying to kill me.
But
if you get a baby stroller, I'm in. Just push me on the beach.
I've added an alternative to the hike.
Okay.
So if you don't want to hike, stay at the top because as people come back, we're doing a sunrise DJ sesh.
Oh, I love that.
With the DJ sunrise. It's called the Church of Music. Lena Gordon.
Oh,
you know
okay,
her.
yeah.
She'll be spinning as we come back up, and we have a coffee truck there.
Oh, I love it.
So a morning dance party.
I love it.
The last day
Right.
of Starbucks.
Yeah, and then you can just roll straight to UCSD, catch Andy White, Buyback Ventures, kicking us off, I think, at 8 o'clock.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, and then we roll into Authorpreneurs. Marcos Rivera is going to be on that too. So I have 4 authors.
I'll upload some more authors.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that would be great. Oh my gosh, Brent Gleason, that was hitting the home run, man. Yeah. So I'd love to get David Goggins. I don't know anybody. Anybody know David Goggins? Yeah. That's right. That's true. Our Jocko Willenick. I'm reading right now that book. So yeah, I mean,
help out. Jump in.
Come on, jump in. Or anyone who's written a book or has an aspiration to write a book, we're breaking it down.
His book just came out.
Oh, did he?
The Joy's
Okay.
Molecule.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Which would be a good one. Who else got a book that's out recently? Anyway, love it.
Fazal's got it. I think now a second book,
right.
maybe.
Fazal,
But
from SoCal.
yeah.
He's got a book out.
Yeah.
Write a book in time. I'm gonna put a book out before then. So
Okay, awesome. Well, I'm happy to be your pre-read if you need a pre-reader. So
I'll have my agent talk to your agent. What's different these days? It's my GBT agent. We'll talk to your GBT
My bot
agent.
will talk to your bot. It's kind of like the HR when you apply for a job and and then the HR bot hit. They're all fighting the bots. But anyway, so should we bring on our startups to say how? Okay, startups, come over here. Hey, come on. We got Blend. All right, Constantino Samuel, please. Yeah, I'll stay on. Yeah. Oh no. Do you need a break?
If you want, I'll bring in another.
Okay. All right. Hi, I'm Neil Bloom. My name is Neil Bloom. You can send all your checks to. No, I'm just kidding. All right, take a seat. So we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and have a seat. And this is a microphone. So I'm going to introduce you to Lorena. Lorena, say your last name. Of Billy, that's right. And of Fort Her, which is.
It's
right.
a community of women in Web3 and AI.
Yes. Okay, and you are from Belgium?
Yes, right, from Brussels, Belgium.
Yes, and then we have Constantino Samuel.
From Cyprus.
Yeah.
And I'm the founder of Blend, an employee scheduling and team management app for small and medium-sized businesses.
Yes, let's start with big on AI. When taking a step back, American Council with the YTLI. Maybe we talk a little bit about that, the program. So if you want to start there, you start.
So it's a program that is sponsored by the Department of State, and it's for 50 entrepreneurs from Europe going transatlantic in the US to learn about how to network and expand in the US.
Excellent. So as part of that program, with the American Councils and the San Diego Diplomacy, as Neil was talking about earlier, this is why they're visiting. They're also supporting Startup San Diego, again, Startup San Diego Week. So now let's go to you, Constantino. Let's talk a little bit about Blend. Very cool, by the way. He's already getting investors. So
Yes.
Talk us through what you're building.
So basically what we built is an app that helps small businesses manage their employees. So imagine a small restaurant, bar, or cafe. So anything that has to do with shift management, assigning shifts to your employees, assigning tasks, monitoring the progress, and also anything that has to do with communication can be done through our app. So yeah, we're basically anything that has to do before payroll can be done through Blend.
yes, and so I'll just say this, and then I'm going to hand it over to you officially. So we are co-working down at Amsir, who is hosting. Thank you, being Wang, co-chair of the Tech Day for Startup San Diego, and we're down at Downtown Work. So really big shout out to anyone that helps support these entrepreneurs as they're really getting their feet on what it means to do business in America.
How long have you guys been in town now?
So we came on Saturday and we're staying for 3 weeks basically, and then we're going to Washington.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right, what have you learned so far already about this internet tech scene?
It's a bit too early to be honest. So we've only been here for like 3 days. I mean, apparently from the people we didn't talk here at the event, there's actually saying there is upcoming, and it's one of the markets in the next few years that's going to really pick up.
Are you guys working on the same thing or different things?
No, we work on different things.
Got
Yes.
it. Take us through what you're working on.
Yes. So I have the women community in Web3 and AI, and I'm also doing talent management in AI. So I consult companies and I advise them on the best talents that they need for the AI implementation and upskilling.
So you're at the cutting edge right there. What are businesses saying that they need versus what they actually need?
Well, they really want to know about the trends, but they don't know what is best for them. So it's really about getting to know about what's going on and then implementing the right thing.
We got to get you to come spend a day at Cadre. You guys should co-work from Cadre for a day. They would love to host you guys for sure.
I think Chad owes me a call. So
All right, we'll make it happen for sure. Shout out to the team there.
all right,
Totally.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah. Take us through a little bit. Just have it. I love the outside perspective. I know it's a little early because you haven't seen San Diego yet. But what in your mind? How do you map a startup community? What are the pieces that you want to learn and see to be able to compare back to what you know back at home?
So yeah, basically, I mean, if you see a community from the outside, definitely have to have startups to start with. You have to have mentors, which basically it could be business people with a couple of years of experience. Then you always need the sponsors, which are usually the big companies sponsoring and powering everything. And then you need the super networkers like Shirley here that basically connect the dots and make things work.
And you also need accountability. You really need an ecosystem that who you can account.
Indeed. For startups, like a schedule. We were talking a lot about accelerators and how accelerators are fantastic, but sometimes they give the startup too much homework, right? And then they can't work on their own thing. And so when they drop them out of that program, they feel naked. They feel like they don't have that infrastructure. They have to run the business. So I know you know a lot about this because of what happens with Techstars and so forth. So we're really looking at how can we make sure everyone is successful once they leave an accelerator? How can they persevere in their pursuit of learning and producing that fruit as we talked about, like the fruit for the consumer, be the tree that bears fruit, right?
So such a good visual
Isn't
storytelling
it a wonderful
that. Oh, man.
analogy?
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
is.
It's well, Old Testament, but hey, timeless truths, baby. I'm all about the timeless truth.
It's true.
Trends come and go. But the timeless truths are here.
It's true. I constantly think about, some of the startup community stuff that we do. Are they crutches, right? Are we in that same kind of mentality? It's like, how much should the founder have to be accountable to themselves to do and show versus how much do they need, to be able to show, hey, I'm making progress or not? I don't know. Where does that come through in your mind from where you see in other communities? Just from a accountability to themselves versus needing programs to do it.
I think it's very challenging to have accountability for yourself because you need external opinions in order to make sure that you explore the best direction and that you don't lose time. Because when you are on your own, you can go in one direction when it may not be the best one.
Yeah.
So if you have someone else with whom you can be accountable on the different steps that moves you forward, it really helps to save you time and also to save you some struggles.
Totally.
So it's really about self-accountability. It's one thing on your daily basis on how you check your tasks. But if you want to improve your journey as an entrepreneur, it's good to have an external accountability. I really think like this. Yeah.
You have something to add?
No, I think Lorena explained it perfectly. So, I mean, yeah, all entrepreneurs basically are super driven in day to day, but again, getting the feedback from mentors or from anyone basically to make sure that they're on the right track, it's always important.
Yeah, I think it's that bias thing too. It's like I know in my own, there are things I love to do and there are things I hate to do. The things I hate to do pile up, and I lose. You lose opportunities if you don't make yourself do the hard thing. And I actually just heard this concept. mentally it's just like a muscle. So if you really get used to doing hard things, that's why I want to talk to David Goggins. When you overdevelop that super muscle in your mind about doing hard things, I think that's what's missing in the startup journey in the ecosystem. Like, dude, file that or whatever that administrative thing that's critical to you get that grant or whatever. Yeah. Do it, right? Like, don't do the podcast, Cheryl. I mean, what? Anyway,
It's true.
It's
Yeah, totally true.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are, I know, new to town, which we love having you here. What you also need to engage in, besides our tech community, is our taco community. This being the Tacos and Tech podcast. Can't put you on the spot and ask you your favorite taco spot yet.
They actually
Do they have it? Oh, let's go. Let's go. All right. Do you guys have a favorite taco spot yet?
We have the best podcast here, so it's Mind the Machine. So you all have to go and listen to this podcast. It's hosted by Cheryl Goodman, and she interviewed like the very good minds around business and AI. So it's very interesting. The last one is about pricing strategy. So you need to go and listen to it.
Yes. And then on the tacos front, these guys are downtown.
Okay.
I believe they had El Gordo.
Oh, yeah, tacos El Gordo.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get him to the, you know me, I like the greasy deep fried taco. I'm all Rigoberto's, baby. Alberto, that's me. I'm sorry. It's just like, I'm a cheap date. What can I
Go
say?
there after this.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's one within the rock throwing distance.
Yeah.
If not that, then Puesto is another good
Puesto's,
side.
you know, I love me some Puesto.
Yep.
It's a little fancy, a
It
little
is.
bit too much stuff in there. I'm like, dude, just deep fry it in that really old oil that'll probably kill me. And I just want to have fun. Live dangerously, baby. Eat a deep fried beef taco.
Totally. I love it. Well, guys, thanks so much for being on the pod.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here in town and showing up. I mean, it's a big deal to show up into a community, and we appreciate and we'd love your feedback on the exit of what you saw, what you heard, and where we can improve. And then we'd love to come visit you in your communities as well too.
Right, that's right, because Neil has also traveled abroad with the other reciprocal programming. And I would just say this. Thank you, Neil Bloom. You are amazing. I mean, I am, honestly, I would say you are critical to people's journey. And I remember when your walk, you know, the post-COVID era when there were only a handful of people, and now you're like Moses, man. I'm waiting for tablets to break because you have like this crew of people. Community is defined as a place where people grow, and you're growing people.
Well, thank you.
So thank you.
Sticking with the biblical journeys, we need the 12 tribes now, though, so that we can go off in our separate paths and not be bottlenecks, because that's what's starting to happen. I would say in our community is that we've got the conveners and influencers using the language that Techstars uses, and they need to each kind of iterate and scale and grow community, because I think our events are back, our event leaders are back, so our conveners are there. Now we need to continue to iterate the community for the founders who are growing as well too. So that's what I want to work on next. I know we'll talk all about that offline, but thank you guys for being on the pod, and we need to find a light for this booth.
Yeah, I know it's kind of.
Thanks for staying with us, everyone. We're still here live at the Top Tech Awards. Yeah. Hey, we got friends left and right. This is the start of our Cox and Friends segment of the hour here at the Top Tech Awards San Diego.
I'm signing autographs actually.
Yeah,
If
please.
you want an autograph, I'm ready.
Yeah, please come through and have your Top Tech Awards signed. Introduce yourself, please, to the audience here.
Hi, everybody. I am Rebecca Rosen, and I run content marketing for Cox Business.
Amazing. More than that, you run a lot of community for Southern California within the innovation, telecom, and tech community as well too. I know I've traveled with you up and down the coast, up to Santa Barbara at times, showcasing relevant local technology. So thank you for being here and being a part of this.
And likewise, thank you very much.
No, it's super fun. What do you think of tonight? You having a fun time?
You know what? It's just the best evening to celebrate the innovation behind tech. You know what? This is so funny. And I was thinking about it actually today. I think TV is magic. This is the most bizarre thing. And the fact that, and I guess it's even happening here,
Live stream.
the fact that you see me as I think I look, but just imagine me a little bit skinnier. And you hear my voice, the way that it sounds, even if I might think it's a little bit crazy to my own ear.
No.
And
that's all happening across some sort of digital communication line
Yeah.
with zeros and ones.
Yeah.
And then it goes from here to whatever screen, somebody else's mobile device,
Mhm.
desktop, whatever it is. And they see it like this. Like, I still think that's magic.